What's up? What's up? What's up?
Ooh! Hallelujah!
So thank you. I posted a short 2 days ago and it did really well. Both of them did because they were literally the exact same short and I forgot to delete the one that got copyrighted, but it got some traction, so now I'm deciding to keep it up. So many new peeps. Thanks for getting my Sister Nice channel to 400 subs. Just wanted to input this here before the video starts. Enjoy, besties. It's 2024. AI has run rampant on basically every social media platform, especially so when these platforms have been pushing for more AI to be used on there. Well, I have had enough. If the system isn't going to play fair, then it's time to play the system. Use it to my advantage and steal back what AI stole from so many artists. First, we're going to be stealing AI designs, y'all. Hi, welcome and welcome back. This channel is shared and run by two twin sisters, so I'll be your host star. You might have seen a trend on YouTube for the last 2 months of artists stealing from AI, and I am in need to make some new characters for my normal modern OC world that features characters with designs like this. So let's see what AI has to offer. Okay, let's just open up Pinterest, the home of AI art. I fell down a rabbit hole looking at so many AI images. I created a board to store them all. AI is so freaky with its anatomy, especially the hands, the hair flow, and just weird, unexplained elements. Like, why would anyone want to generate this?
Ew!
What an interesting artifact.
Okay, ramble over. Let's find something to redraw.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so anyway,
After endless scrolling, I have the 3 pieces I want to work with. Refreshing. The first isn't actually a design I'm interested in redoing or keeping for myself. I wanted to recreate this piece I saw on Pinterest purely because when I was working on this artwork, I was in the middle of an art crisis. It was like I didn't know how to sketch anymore, color, render, etc. My brain couldn't work at the moment. Might speed through this one here. I just need to remind myself what the hell I was doing first before I got into the actual meat and potatoes. Is that the saying? Bread and potatoes? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay? So here's the finished piece, I guess. Every time I look at it, I hate it. And then I'm like, oh, it's not like bad. But it is. Anyways, now we are getting somewhere. Let's continue. For the second piece, I chose this design. It's cute. The AI is saving us steps here. We got an unreadable color palette, so thanks for that. But really, you can use your common sense to figure things out because the computer is stupid. Since the design was giving child, I tried to child, but didn't child. I originally wasn't going to turn this into an OC I could use, so after drawing the character, I was like, maybe child? I have child?
Luckily, I have purse.
And my workaround to fixing the character being so tall was to shorten the legs, like scaling it down and then liquefying everything and then repeat. Also, make the eyes large. I don't mind the bigger eyes, but I also don't like big eyes. In the end, I was like, she was fine the way she was before because now she's going to join my other OCs. So then she could have stayed taller. But anyways, I can just redraw this another time and hope to fix that issue. Onto the design itself. The color palette was cute, simple enough, but I made changes to the point that I'm not even sure if it's readable that I took it from the AI. I just wanted to work with colors more than just black and white. So I made the t-shirt pink, kept the blue pants, kept white in the design as an accent color, and changed her hair color to like reddish brown, and I think it worked so much. Since her vitiligo was going to be covered on her legs, I added it onto her face instead. I already have an OC with vitiligo in this world, and I literally did a video with her like a month ago redesigning her, and I guess I forgot about it because I chose to design a new OC from AI with vitiligo. So I guess now we just got 2. No harm, no done. No, that's not the same. No harm, no foul. She's still cute. I added 2 faces on the left that looks exactly the same. Can we say copy and paste? I don't even know if you could tell it's a different expression. I added the shoes on the right because it's not like you couldn't already see the minimal, simple shoe design before. I just needed to fill in the space because I didn't want the character to be alone. I do that too much, too often. Okay, so the design is done. She's a runner, she's a track star. I worked with a new brush to shade the... Okay, sorry. That was... Yeah, anyways, I worked with a new brush to shade and render, so I kept it light and didn't overpaint like you saw with the last piece. I don't really got a name for her. She was strongly giving Nina vibes. Not gonna lie. Nina. But I don't know, any suggestions? Anyways, with that said, let's move on to our last victim that we'll save from this tragedy. You're welcome. But before we get to that, here's my current lineup of characters. Can you guess any definable features of theirs? Let me help you out. My characters in this world are either black or Asian. What? Crazy. The last design we did also fits this. And another character I drew like once that I want to revive also fits this. Here's that fucker. Like, it's the only requirement. It wasn't intentional, but ended up happening anyways. Like with my fantasy OCs, I feel, and heavy on that feel, I feel like I can do some, that was English. I feel like I can diversify skin tones to, you know, come off as something different. But really not here. It's not a bad thing, but it's a bit of an observation. That being said, we are drawing a white man today. Yay! Cheers, claps. But before we do that, I know I'm holding the last redesign over you guys. First, let's go over the atrocities of AI on Pinterest. The biggest ass kisser to AI bros. This one has a weird loop thing in her hair, rubber band or hair tie is missing on the second bun, unreadable text, which is another major identifier other than hair and hands that just give it away that it's AI. Speaking of hands, seems good enough. Oh, look at that hand. All types of weird ribboning with this one. Her whole arm is missing. She got 3 of them, so I guess that makes up for the last one. Is her arm okay? Look at her hands, and don't get me started on that hair. 7 hands going on between these guys. This one is disgusting. Just look at her. Sigh. I wrote sigh in my script, but I didn't sigh. The list goes on. Anyways, I'll stop because it's actually really upsetting my stomach looking at AI pictures. I don't know what it is. Anyways, here's a design I'll be working on. Let's ramble a bit. I saw this guy and thought, oh, he looks normal. As AI grows, they can recreate more and more stylized art. If it wasn't for the hands, one of the braids shifting lengths or just disappearing in other parts, and then I'm assuming the backpack strap looking slightly different each time, I would not have known that it was AI. Oh, plus the person who posted this has other AI art pins, so thanks for clearing that up. I really appreciate it. I originally wasn't gonna do another full body piece because I had another bust sketched out from AI, like the first piece in this video. But I was like, wait, is that even interesting? Like, while writing this, I'm on the fence of whether or not that I'm even going to include the first one in the final edit. So I was like, you know what, we need to steal back another character from the clutches of AI. And so, yeah, we have this guy. This sweet cinnamon bun will also be a part of this regular OC world. I make everyone in my world, like in this college world, like their major in something in the arts or like creative or something that's just not like business or communication or something like that. With the last unnamed character, I think she might be like athletic focused character, like track. And so for him, he was giving very much artist vibes. I can see him and my OC Vanessa, who's a fashion designer major in this world. Yes, there we go. Going on like artist dates, but like friend artist dates, because then I feel like in my head I'm pairing her with a different character. So they were going friend artist dates. Anyways, I really think this character came out really cute. I think the only thing that maybe is throwing me off slightly is the tiny head. I think I could have made it slightly bigger. I feel like the head is a little too small, but at the same time it wasn't small enough, or it wasn't bad. Bad what? It wasn't big enough. No, that's right. It wasn't bad enough to make me enlarge it, if that makes any sense. So I guess in the end of the day, it's not throwing me off that much because I didn't change it. One of the things that I wanted to explore with this drawing is definitely different skin tones for the group of characters in this world, especially the characters that I know are going to talk or be shown a lot, even if they aren't like main characters. Like I already talked about this a little bit before, right? So I wanted definitely a paler skin tone than what I have so far. So I was like, okay, let's draw a white man. But I was also thinking about albino people, and I usually have like references in terms of like portrait studies for albino people. So I was looking on Pinterest for references of other, or I should specify, I have references for black albino people. So I went onto Pinterest to look at references of other ethnicity and races of people who are albino. So I was really trying my best for that to be conveyed here. I know 2 years ago I had a very failed attempt of doing this, so I did want to try and improve. I don't think I did this well, especially given that this was the first time I'm showing or trying to convey a male. But I'm definitely going to practice a little bit more. But I tried like in the eyes, like the upper parts of the eyes that were in black, to include white in there. Also in the eyebrows, because I saw that in a lot of like references, those are usually the same color as the hair. Speaking of the hair, after looking at more pins on Pinterest, I usually say it's more of like a yellowish color with some white mixed in there. So near the end, in a clipping mask, I color the hair entirely yellow and then lower the opacity so it looks yellowish and it's not pure white. But it's still on the lighter side because I don't want it to look yellow. However, after looking at it after a couple of days, I think I do want it to be more whiter. I need to find the right balance without just using pure white like I did in the beginning. So yeah, if I just draw more, I'll definitely get better at that. When I do a lot of my characters, I always like to include something of myself in them. It could be really small, but something that's still significant enough so it makes me not only connect with my character more, but motivates me to work on their stories or just draw them more often. So for my main character, Eli or Elijah, who is like the face of this world, I made originally that he had a minor in photography because at the time I was fleshing out his character, I took a photography class for like elective credits or elective points. I'm in college, and I was like, I really did end up liking photography in the end. And so now, since I'm revamping his story and I tend to like go outside and take pictures, I said that his major is photography instead, so I switched it around. And even if I personally am an amateur after like only taking like a 4-month class for it, it does bring me joy thinking about how I can convey that or what I can draw with that. For the new character Devin that I did, I think in the video I said that she was like she had a focus or like a major in journalism, but I think I'm going to just switch it to just a writing major instead. Either way, because I like to write so many stories, like I'm filled with so many Google Docs and pages of stories, I'm able to bring that forward. So for this character, I was like, art, major in art. I can bring that relatability because I do art. And I was like, oh my god, that's really cute. Designing the inside of what his bag looked like was fun. I knew after the first scroll, I wanted the page to be filled with more things other than just faces. So that's why I have like the bag in there and also zoomed in of what like his hand looks like the back of his right hand. I was on Pinterest. I've been seeing a lot of like tattoos covering up scars lately, and I was like, oh wow, like I think because like he's an art major, and I was like, oh, would it be cute that he would design his own tattoo to cover his own scars? And not like he did his own tattoo himself, but just designed it. And so I looked at Pinterest for several tattoo designs and I simplified the one that I really liked. For a lot of my characters, I try to give them a main color and then all the other colors are secondary, and I try to always make that color look like their color. So Elijah has green as his main color. Anyone else definitely can have green in the design. It just can't be like a lot of that color. For Devin, it's like a brownish orange. Vanessa is like a purple. Jonas has yellow. The other main character, I'm gonna like, when I design him fully, it's gonna be blue, I think. And then the other little fucker, I don't know what color he's gonna be. He's a mystery. And the girl that we just did before, she's pink, so that's cute. Like athletic and pink clothing, like I just love that for her. And this guy, I was like teal because we're running out of colors. He can't be green like the reference, so I don't know. I think I don't have red. Like, yeah, I don't have red as someone's color, so I don't know, but he doesn't give red vibes. So yeah, I was like teal. He could also be blue, I guess, so then maybe I'll make the other person who's gonna have blue red, and so then that will fix that dilemma, but not sure. But either way, I think it's still leaning too much into the green at the end of the day, but I don't really mind too much. The color thing isn't like a set rule. I have drawn my characters in different colors before because it does get boring really, really fast. It's more of like a gentle guideline for myself, and plus I just kind of like the idea of just associating a character with a color. I tried to record some of the process as a screen recording, so I don't know if I already played that or not, but my iPad just kept crashing. Like, Procreate kept crashing, so I only got like a 7-minute clip here, 10-minute clip there before it just got really, really bad. Like, I couldn't even go 30 seconds into the recording before like the app just crashed. So I was like, okay, I give up. We just gotta do this whole thing time-lapse mode because this is just not working. Either way, I think he's adorable and I absolutely love him, and I can see myself drawing him a lot, especially because I think it's just like that artist connection. Like, I want to draw a character drawing. That's literally just it. Anyways, let me know your thoughts of all the pieces. Other than that, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in another video. Have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay cool. Peace. Bye, guys.